Coming to what we were talking a while ago, where you mentioned about the influence of social media and the fact that the brides today want short reels, they want same day edits. I have a very different take on this. Of course, I am little old school. I feel there's always joy to see that longish video, sit and enjoy with your family. But this whole same day edit, reels, instant uploads, gratification, you know, all of it. One is what's your take on it, and two is on site at a wedding. How do you manage this? Like today, it's changed your whole way of working. You know, how do you manage that?
So, you know, Aarti, when I, like you said, I also came in from a very traditional background. When I started off, I used to do those long videos 12 years back. And I think something that really worked for the brand was we very early on took on the entire same day edit, because we used to make clients wait for about 2 months, 2.5 months. In season time, it used to also go to 3 months. And I realized that there was a lot of anguish. There was not a lot of, like, you start the entire process on a very high note. You've loved what they love, the first thing that comes to the house. But by the time they're at their third month, we saw a lot of discomfort with families where they used to call us, follow up with us and say, kab aa raha hai photos, kab aa raha hai? And I think that entire change, I think when we did our first same day edit wedding was, I think, in 2014 and 15.
Oh, that
very, very early on. Yeah, very, very early on, where we used to go for a wedding where we say, like, it was my first Goa wedding for a very, very close friend of ours. And we did a 3-minute and a 5-minute short film for her at the reception.
Which you all showed,
which we showed. And that was our first gratification. And Aarti, from there, the applause is something which yet gives me a high. The kind of comments that come out from a bride, groom, and they instantly seeing what they've just experienced in the afternoon or just 3 days back. We used to get the MC to say, hey, let's relive what's happened in the last 3 days. That feeling of yet seeing 300 people's eyes glued on that big LED screen, even in 2014 and 15 to right now, it's yet the highest joy. Like, there's nothing that adrenaline rush of, you know, sitting in the room, getting the edit on the table. At times we've never done checks. We barely make it to a check as well, right? Because you know the reception is going to start at, say, 9, 10 in the night. So I think that joy is phenomenal. I think the way it also changed because the world started to see our work.
Sure.
Until then, it was a family of 8 and 10 which saw our work. Suddenly your exposure is to 300 people, and suddenly from those 300 people, you knew your next 2 clients are coming from there. So that became an instant gratification. Clients carried that back home, wanted to upload it on YouTube back then, saying, how do we share that with our friends and family who've not been able to make it to the wedding? So I think I love that joy. It puts the entire team under pressure, and I think creative minds perform a little better under pressure. I think I belong to that category where you put pressure on me and I think I give a better result as well.
Oh, that's so amazing.
So I love that fact of how it changed the dynamics. I love my, now, as much as I don't like vertical content, because I just feel as a photographer, we've always thought of landscapes, backdrops, and, you know, like, you want to show what's happening on the left and right of the screen. So I've never enjoyed vertical content, but again, I think in 2020 when it came on, I was very happy with the change. I took it up. I know my page reached from a very low number to a very high number because Instagram was just pushing out reels in 2020 while everybody was sitting at home. So that also changed the game for us, where visibility became like, you know, we were just visible on Instagram. So I have embraced changes very, very well within, you know, as much as there are things which I don't personally like reels is something that personally I don't like, but as a brand we do it, we embrace it, and we love it because we know our clients love it. We've had a bride who tells us that, you know, my walk needs to be like this, the groom's one expression needs to be there, his tear needs to roll down, and that's how the Varmala, like, we literally get direct roll.
Should put a GoPro on that bride.
Yeah, we literally get like how a bride would envision. And then I have a bride who says, hey, how can this reel go viral?
Really?
Yeah, like, I think I talk about it quite a bit, that I've had brides who came to me post 2020, said, listen, how does my wedding go viral? I want to be uploaded here, there. How does the reel reach
If it
1
reaches
million?
the wedding podcast, tell them this.
Yeah. So I think that to me, I was like, dude, are you getting married for the gram or are you really getting married? Like, are you for real, right? Like, that was my first
Reaction.
understanding. Yeah,
But
my
then
first
you-
reaction
but
was.
then you- yeah,
but
now
then
you've embraced
I know people
it.
have made professions out of this getting viral. Like, I know 2 of our brides who made a profession out of just now being bridal stylist and being a blogger, you know. So I think it's just opened new avenues. People have started to reach out to them saying, hey, who did your makeup? Who did your pictures? Where did you
Amazing.
get your clothes from? I know a bride who's made a career and a fantastic and a very successful career just out of being a viral bride. And today we laugh about it because there was to be like, Megha, can you stop uploading? Like, everyone's calling me and my in-laws are saying, what is this? The wedding is all out there. I said, you asked for it, you got it, and now embrace it, right? You know? And she's made a fantastic career. So also, there's also a positive side to it. It's just not about being visible. But if you can convert that into a great profession, why not?